Has he been watching the show? What's he in a coma? What's he in a comatized state? That's what Carlton's done to him, man.
You don't support your dad. You're a bloody disgrace. There was a what was the score?
There was a game.
Let's have a look at it.
There was a game on the Thursday. What did we play? 3 of the first 4 weeks of Thursday nights.
Yep, 3 and a Friday. 3
on 4. Collingwood 8-15-63 to 6-10-46, and didn't that scoreboard flatter us?
Prime time Carlton.
I'm hating people that's saying too that but we won 3 of the 4 quarters. Jam it up your ass. No, but seriously, what does that mean?
Nothing.
What does that mean?
Please.
0-4.
What does it equate to? 0-4.
I've got to please read this.
All right, read.
Have you heard the story of the 5-year-old girl who asked her dad if she could follow Collingwood, and he said no, and then he locked her in her room? Continue to next comment. And played the Carlton theme song over and over again until she said she would follow Carlton. Well, that little girl is rocking back and forth in a corner somewhere asking herself why.
I feel bad.
No, you don't.
But at the time, we were good. Like what
Johnny Holden, how are you? Johnny fucking Holden. Yeah, at the time.
This bloke here.
What?
You're the same?
Yeah. But I had no choice.
But you still love the club. It might be like...
Yeah, no, that's what I say.
It might be
I love the club.
It might break your heart every week, but... The love is like deep inside. You love it. Like that's why you're a dickhead. You went and bought the top straight away.
Nah,
put it on straight away. Because we love it. We love the tops. We wear the tops.
10 years. I haven't bought anything from there.
I mean, you keep buying a membership.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've ever bought is my membership, and that's it. And even there, I take shortcuts, guys. But what? I'm a student of life.
That's good. Was there? You want to quickly go over
jump into a few stats? Yeah.
Yeah, just go to the stats.
I mean,
and then we can get into it.
Good old stats, huh? The kicking. I mean, overuse. I mean, we went in the wet. What you do, you gain territory. I mean, it's pretty even across the board, to be honest. Inside 50s, 13 more than us, which is pretty poor from us. To go under 50, I think that's the first time. I was going to say,
that's our lowest this year.
First time this year, yeah. Well, they defended us well. Clearances, it's, handy from them. Contested possessions, I mean, if a team halves us at the contest or goes even.
That's how one would, and we get half.
Usually if they go even with us, usually they'll win the game. And then there's the tackles down the bottom.
16 more tackles.
Yeah, plus 16, 85 to 69 tackles, which is...
Just shows your work rate.
Correct. Pretty damning, to be honest. So, yeah. And you could see it all year.
Score source. Let's just get over the score source and we'll get this bullshit over.
Yeah. So kick-ins, we conceded 2 kicking goals again. Every week we conceded a kicking goal. We didn't register anything. I thought we did though. I thought we did do one where the best bit of play from the night.
Was that from a kick-in?
Yeah. So it does say 0 to 12, but I'm saying we did kick a goal. Stoppages, I mean, again, same. 4-12 from turnover from Collingwood as well to our 1 goal 4. I mean, they belted us there, and then the defensive half. They got a lot of joy out of their front half as well against us. So
it was just I don't know. We'll get your thoughts on the game. I mean, we'll talk a bit about the game, and then later on, I mean, I'm going to be talking a bit like I can't take this anymore. We're going to be talking about Mackay a bit later. I want to talk about the coach a bit later because, and then there'll be part 2 of the rant where I'm going to go into the board. But at the moment, we'll talk about the game itself.
Well, it started. Did you see how it started off? 2 defensive stoppage goals.
Yep.
Maynard and Perryman.
Yeah.
They just got it out to the back of the contest.
Scrappy play, got it over there, onto the line, gets 2 goals.
Every time I concede those ones and the kicking ones, I straight away think about Miles. He's absolutely losing his shit somewhere in the ground now.
I just, like at the first goal, I just go, yep, here we go again. It's the same thing. But the teams do their research. They study. They do their homework.
The ball gets thrown in, tap to the back, one handball over, and then their halfback's all on his own.
Every week can happen.
But we can never kick one.
But we can never kick one.
I think we kicked one last week.
It goes in, stoppage, and it goes straight out for us.
But we're talking our goal from the kick in. That was our best play, where it was like Lord kicked it across, so we went that lateral ball.
Correct.
And then there was one where Hewitt kicked it on the run. That's right. And that was it.
I mean, it's just... it's the same thing every week.
So the first half, when you look at the first half, wasn't a bad start by us.
We kept ourselves in the game.
It was scrappy, and to tell you the truth, Collingwood was just as scrappy.
Yeah,
they were missing goals. Like to me, they don't look like a top 4 side. You know, we were just scrappy. I think maybe we deserved our lead. We were doing okay, you know what I mean? But that third quarter, I'm going to use this as one of how dare you? How dare you come out at 3/4 time and put that sort of performance?
First 20 seconds.
What are you doing? Like, seriously, do
Walsh
you
gets
need...
sidestepped by... He didn't even do anything, Dacos. Dacos didn't actually do anything special. He just sidestepped him, and that was it. Game over. And then Lockie Schultz marked it. Turn the other way, he marked it. I mean, and again...
Was that the one where he ran on the back of kick, or the first one?
It's the first one, straight from the centre bounce.
Yeah, that one...
and
then Dacos, he sold a little
kind of pulled out of the contest, that one.
It's just rubbish, man. We said it too. We went at half time, go and get a drink and that, and I said, oh man, like...
Because I was saying the first half doesn't mean anything because you know what's going to happen. You just hope that it doesn't happen.
We could be up 8 goals and you're like, I don't feel safe.
Yeah. And team will
But that's only us. Like, no other team would be feeling. If you're up 8 goals, it's game over, man.
But look at Dacos. He straight away turns up. He had 10 disposals at the half.
That's what we said. 10
who turns it up like that for us?
Just watch him in that just make sure he doesn't get off the lead in that third quarter.
When the game is that scrappy game, we love it. Yeah. I think that's where we thrive.
Well, that's
when and as we said last week, when the game is chaotic, that's when Carlton thrives at its best. I mean, like the first quarter. I mean, what did we kick for that first quarter? Not off the top of my head, I forgot.
3-6 or something. Yeah.
I mean, you got to capitalise, and 100%. I kept saying it. I'm like, you got to capitalise from.
Goal in the second quarter.
But in the second quarter. They missed how many goals?
The second quarter were hanging on. But there was a lot of wind. There was blustery. A lot of their kicks... I mean, it got to the outside a few times from them, and it was looking ominous from the first quarter. I'm like, oh, fuck. A few of their kicks got pulled by the wind, and a few went out of bounds on the full. When they went wide and they got out the back. And I turned to Michael, and I just like, mate, it's just a matter of time before they switch on. They get their eye in. And once it gets to the outside, it's lights. And, you know, we kept it within our grasp for that first half. And I thought we did all right. I thought we did well. It wasn't great. It wasn't great viewing. I thought the game was pretty...
No,
it was because of the rain as well. So the rain, it brings you right into it, doesn't it? So your skills go down naturally. And, you know, if anything else... Yes. It just helps us, and that's what I was saying. For us to win this game, it needs to remain like this. If it gets,
we're not a skillful side anyway.
We're not clean.
No way.
We're not a clean
it's
side.
The same as a Hawthorn game, Scrappy. So that's like, had it been a dry game, Collingwood would have smashed us by over 40.
And that's what I was saying. And then we saw Joe at half time. Adamo, shout out, almost blue.
Yeah, almost blue.
I saw him at half time, and he goes, "Fuck, we're in this. You know, we can really do this. We can win. We're gonna win this, Mars." And I said to him, Joe. Like they haven't even pulled their best punch yet on us. I'm like, wait for this game to get a little bit clean, and you'll see what happens. They turned the heat. They went from 1 to 2 gear wise.
Straight away.
Was it.
They come
the first position.
That was it. That was it.
Man, and we were lost, mate. We were lost.
That third quarter is by far one of the worst third quarters of football I've seen us play under Michael Voss.
100%.
That was one of the if they kicked
that was
straight,
worse than the Richmond.
We should genuinely at 3/4 time we should have been nearly 10 goals down. They kept us in that game, even though we were out of it at 30 points. Because the 30 points felt like 10
goals. They missed a couple of like really
easy goals. Myercheck, Bobby Hill, all these misses. I'm like, Jesus.
I'm like, we're really lucky here. Like, if we can just punch them back, but we just never came.
That quarter they kicked. What did they kick? They kicked 4 goals. 6.
Yeah. To 1 point.
To one behind. We couldn't get out of our back half.
And that's the other thing. We have, like, coming out of defence, we are absolutely lost. We got no way of working out how to get out of that back half.
Sorry. So keep going.
No.
I had something to say, like. I think it was, I saw Charlie Kerner get sent to the back line.
Oh, fuck.
And I thought there was maybe a minute to go. I'm like, let me just check my phone and see
Before I get your arm and grab it.
There was 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the quarter still when Charlie Kerner got sent to the fullback. I turned to my mate, I'm like, we've lost this. Like they just waved the white flag. Like it's over.
We said this last week. As soon as you do that with Kerno, you're putting up
Negative.
the white flag. It's a
We've
negative.
been doing it like when there's 2 minutes, there's 5 minutes of game time to go still. The 5 minutes, like we went forward a couple of times and I don't want to kick it to. TDK marks it at the half forward flank. He looks up and
who's he going to kick
he's
it
got
to?
Motlop 2v1.
Who are you kicking it to? And then people are groaning. Well, you're, bro. Kick it here, bro. But your best player basically is playing behind the ball.
He's our best forward. Full stop.
I didn't even manual, like go there. I don't care.
It's absolutely. And there was that one passage of play where we did get a forward, and Kerno was following the ball from behind. I'm thinking like, what's going on here, mate?
Where is he? I understand if we're up.
Maybe
Maybe 1 or 2 goals.
I said to you,
we're down by 4.5
like
goals
that
at
Gold
point.
Coast game that time.
You're down. That's the last 2-3 minutes. That's dire straits. You want to hold.
That's not even.
But we were down anyway.
What was
down
the
by 4 goals.
So what are you doing? What are you trying to just stop it at 4
Yeah,
goals?
just try and stop
And
it.
it
Like,
didn't.
we'll just reset at 3/4 time.
It's disgraceful. It's absolutely shit house, man. Some of those moves. I want to know, right? Is that the coach directing that, or is he doing it? Well, if it's the coach and he's saying like, when it gets to this point, you run out, and if the runners come out, that is shit house, man. That's the worst bit of play.
It's so negative. If Kerno's doing it by himself,
that is disgraceful. If he's doing it by himself, fuck off. Get out of here.
Get the runner out there saying run back.
Mate, if you're doing that,
in his head as a forward, you're not.
no way.
You never want to be down back unless you got to save the match or win the.
That's it.
Save the match.
different. If you're saving the match, man, go back there, man.
But as a forward in the third quarter, you don't want to be going behind the ball when you're 24th. Mate, you want to be ahead of the ball. You want to be winning the game or getting your team back into the game. I don't get the thought process behind that call ever. It happened last week. I'm not sure if it happened the week before. I reckon it happened
the whole time he's been there.
Not against Hawks, as he's run the contest or something.
I don't understand the thought process in the coaching box to think, let's put him down back. I mean,
it's
what's going there already? Like, why didn't he charge?
Well, Wiedering already takes how many? And if you're going to play someone behind the ball, throw TDK.
Anyone else, but not your best forward.
Throw Kemp back.
Correct. TDK, Lewis Young.
Kemp can't find the ball.
How many intercept marks do we have? McGovern. I mean, what's his problem?
He's been bad. Fuck, he's
bad. There was a stat going around.
Throw Cripps back. I didn't care, but what Charlie?
But he's your own. It's not even like we have Mackay there. He's your only forward, and you're putting him back.
And TDK marked it, and he looked up, and there was no one.
It doesn't make sense.
There was no one.
This is my point every week when people go, people were saying, why don't we throw, Charlie at centre half back or Mackay at centre half back, mate? They're pure forwards. You want them playing as... Mate, he's 1-2 Colemans.
Yeah, the whole rhetoric now of Harry
You've heard that with Charlie. You've heard that with Mackay. People going, we should try... Where are we? If they're going to go back, get rid of them. Don't worry about it.
If you really think about it, though, no one's in their position.
No, and this is what I say. Every week, square pegs, round holes FC.
We said this last week, man. How many other teams, every week, there's 6 to 8 players you don't know where they're going to play. If we don't know where they're going to play, the players must go out every week confused.
How about the Giants? When's the last time you've seen Jesse Hogan go full back as a loose?
Never seen it.
Never.
I was slating on the weekend. I was watching that West Coast game. And I know it's West Coast, against GWS, but it doesn't matter, right? I'm like, when do you ever see a Jesse Hogan, even Tom Lynch? When have you ever seen these players go behind the ball in the third quarter?
Taylor Walker for Adelaide over the years. When's he ever done that?
When have you seen a premium dominant forward go behind the ball?
Unless you're saving the game.
Yeah, but even before half...
You're not saving the game at half time.
But you have no trust in your defenders that you have at your disposal then.
You don't.
That's what you're saying to me.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't trust McGovern. We don't trust Haynes.
But do you trust them?
Well, I trust Wiedering.
Yes.
I know McGovern can take a mark.
But he's been
But then he can fuck it.
Yeah, he's been scatter.
You got Haynes, he can... I don't know if he can mark anymore, but you brought him in. You're telling me you brought him in for an intercept mark, so I have to trust him, right?
They're not trusting him.
Lewis Young, he can't mark. He spoils.
You know who's our second best defender, Silvani,
and he's a forward.
And he's our best forward.
And he's our second best forward.
And he's the second best forward as well.
That's an indictment on that on the
our
club.
Second best defender is our second best forward.
And the back line and the forward line. He shouldn't be playing down back. I've always said this.
Silvani, it's not even a talent thing. It's just he just gives us 100%.
100%, man.
But we always knew
100%.
Silvani could play every. We always knew he could play every position.
His best,
he's a
best
forward.
position is forward. That's it.
He's a forward.
Forward ruck.
But
That's
he
it,
just puts
Forward
an
ruck,
effort
man.
in.
Leave him
That's
out.
it.
I don't understand what
He
they're trying
competes,
to do.
and that's all you want to just compete.
So there was a thing on McGovern. I mean, like my cousin, we've been talking about McGovern and that, and like just over text. And I'm like, well, what's this bloke's problem?
Well, tell us this
He's had out of the first 4 rounds that he's played in, he's had 17 turnovers himself, and he's had 7 direct goals kicked against those turnovers.